Hey everyone, what's up? Back with another deck tech. This time we're talking about Saskia. Saskia was actually just reprinted in for Women's Day, for the Women's Day Secret Lair drop. But as I already had a foil, I didn't spend on that one. Alright, so this is actually a really fun deck, which I like because to me it's sort of like the essence of Commander. Because it's got a lot of just huge spells in it. The way that we get there is a lot of mono ramp with cards like Talismans and Smothering Tithe and Mirari's Wake. There's a bunch of mid-game stuff to keep us relevant. So we have token producers, which go well with Saskia's ability to double their damage. And so I really like Artifact Mutation and Aura Mutation. Their interaction plus bodies. And Bitter Blossom. This is one of the sweetest cards that I own. It's a box topper full art Bitter Blossom. Extended art Bitter Blossom. And then some beasts to make them bigger. Gaji, which is also a political play, and Thunderfoot Baloth, who acts as an overrun when you have your commander out. There's a bunch of planeswalkers in this deck. 2 Domries, Arling Cord, this is the from the Vault Transform version. Sorin. Garruk, Cursed Huntsman. Ajani Unyielding, and another one of my sweetest cards. Garruk, Apex Predator, black on black from the San Diego Comic-Con. And then, hopefully, at the end of the game, you get to drop some really sweet cards. So I'm playing 3 finales, black, green, and white, not red, because there's not really enough spells in this deck to make that one worth it. Good old Tooth and Nail. There's no Craterhoof Behemoth in this deck. I happen to not own one. It would sort of fit, but it's a little bit more complicated. You sort of have to assemble your own, maybe with Pathbreaker Ibex. For +X and Trample, and Mad Rush Cyclops for haste. There's a few other ways to do it. There's a lot of nice combinations of cards to grab with Tooth and Nail. We've got some Praetors, Vorinclex and Sheoldred, and Gisela, Blade of Gold Knight, which gets sort of ridiculous with Saskia, because you have doubling from Saskia and doubling from Gisela. Some classic protection, Swiftfoot Boots, Eldrazi Monument, Lightning Greaves. And this is the deck that I actually just put Nyxbloom Ancient into. It fits right in, it's big and increases my mana. The interesting thing about this deck is that the mana base is really weird. I actually don't have a single basic forest in this deck. I'll include the link to the deck list in the description, but there's not a single basic forest. There's a lot of dual lands that produce green, and a couple of fetches that can all grab a green, that can all grab a non-basic forest. One of the best ones to get in this deck is actually Murmuring Bosk. It's a fetchable tri-land because it has the subtype forest. Yeah, so this deck is super fun. Saskia can come down early, really threaten people's life totals, has to be dealt with, and as your opponents are dealing with your early plays, you're also ramping up mana, ready to drop something huge. Alright, on to the Crack-a-Pack. We've got a Mystery Booster today, like every other day. And let's see what we pull. Mortal's Ardor, Knight of the Tusk, kind of weird because there's like Loxodon, but then there's also elephants, and I guess there's like cats, and there's also catfolk, like Leonin. It's like the question about like how like who is it in Disney who owns a dog? Pluto has a dog, but Pluto is a dog. Embodiment of Spring. Good old divination. This is a sweet art. I wish I had it foil. Thallid Omnivore. Oh, this is a good one. Inquisition of Kozilek. That's nice. I wonder how much that's worth. Inferno Jet. This was a great card in Limited. A Crowan's Sergeant. Take Down. Kavu Climber. I love this card. I used to play it a long time ago. The original's from Invasion, I think. And I started off with a mono green deck. That was the first deck that was ever built for me by a friend in camp. So I remember Kavu Climber fondly. Loved Kavus. Jungle Barrier. Scoured Barrens. Ooh, here's a nice one. Weathered Wayfarer. That's awesome. I actually don't have one of these, and I played a lot of Onslaught. That's when I started playing. Eldrazi Monument. This is my second Eldrazi Monument, which is great. They're really playable. I have a lot of decks that can use them, so happy about that. And the foil, Witchbane Orb. First line of text, not so relevant, but second line of text giving you hexproof could be pretty sweet. And it's an amazing foil. All right, everyone. Don't go outside. No, go outside. Go get a walk, but stay 6 feet away from people. Bye.